My husband farted loudly at the altar at our wedding, and all he could do was laugh and say, "I can be myself now." I was shocked that I even dropped the ring I was supposed to insert on his finger, and immediately, he scolded me, "You bungler, you are embarrassing us in front of our guests." I wanted to riposte, but an inner voice said I should be patient. After all, he is now my husband. I lowered my head and said, "I do," after I was asked whether I accepted him as my husband. I was hoping that he would not at least not ruin our wedding night, but at the hotel, he first looked after his comfort. He took off his shoes and threw his dirty socks at my face. I thought it was a mistake, but the next thing he said was, "Wash them. I want to wear fresh socks in the morning." I didn't want to start our marriage with a fight, so I silently complied. I thought he would be grateful, but I was wrong. After doing the laundry, I caught him sleeping in bed. He didn't wait for me to come before eating the snacks. He ate them all and drank the champagne. I was hurt, but I didn't want to wake him up. So I spent my wedding night on the couch. And so, our married life began. The sweet Jude I fell in love with started being himself. He became terribly sloppy and shameless, but still demanded me to be perfect. I wanted to object him several times, but my mother taught me that a wife should be patient. Because that's the only way to have a happy family. One day, Jude's friends came over. I made a great dinner, but he didn't even invite me to the dining table. I was just serving them at the dining table. Suddenly, Derek, one of the guests, dropped some of his pizza on the floor. "Sorry, it's so clean in here and I made a mess." So he said, but all my husband could say was, "Relax, I have a wife for that." Jude pointedly threw his pizza on the floor as well. "Hey Kelly, clean it up," he shouted. I quietly bent down to clean it, but Derek stopped me. "You're overreacting. She doesn't have to do it." "Stay out of this," Jude interrupted. "My wife knows her place. If you think my actions are wrong, then marry your own wife." Jude's friend helped me to clean the floor. I smiled and hurried back to the kitchen, so no one could notice my tears. As soon as the guests left, Jude threw a tantrum. He said that I ruined the whole evening and flirted with his friend. "Your mother is coming over tomorrow, what will she say to that?" Jude said with much disappointment in his eyes. I was afraid of disappointing my mother more than anything in my life, so I promised Jude that I will just do whatever he asks me to.